What's up, guys? So I'm about to go to Walmart to get an external hard drive. It's time to start recording. I've been wanting to create a YouTube channel and stick with it for a long time, but you end up starting and you have your own perceptions on how the channel's actually going to work and if people are going to watch or care about it. And I think you just have to niche down on what it is you really want to talk about, what value you really want to put out there into, the YouTube world, and just stick to it. Create the value that you want to see, create the value that your future self would be proud of, or your former self would be proud of, and just stick to it. So I'm about to go to Walmart right now and pick up an external hard drive and just start with it. And I want the theme of the channel is going to be about life transformation. It's going to be about what actually goes into it. What are the ins and outs, and what pitfalls can you expect to go through, like in this journey, but also just having fun with it, just being honest, being authentic, and just talking very, casually, but I want to provide as much value as possible and kind of show from the very beginning how the transformation and what it is I'm going to be doing, where it started from and where it ends up taking me on this journey. So I want to take you guys on this journey with me, and hopefully it sparks other people to start their journey as well. And one of the biggest motivations for me behind it was watching Kanye West's documentary. And regardless of how you feel about Kanye West, or if he's confrontational to you or anything like that, there's no denying the impact that Kanye West has made on society, in music, in fashion, in just everything. His overall message, his music is it's done so much good for people as well. And I watched that documentary and I'm like, imagine if this content didn't exist. Imagine if he didn't have it. The very beginning, before he was a billionaire, before he was successful, before anybody cared about him, seeing him go into A&R offices and people ignore him, and see the way his confidence didn't waver, but also see the relationship that he has with his mother. It reminded me of the relationship that I have with my mother as well. And it almost brought tears to my eyes. Like, I didn't even want it to end. Every single episode, I was like, man, can it just last a little bit longer? And yeah, I just want to create that same content. I think all of us should do that, because we all have our own story. We all have our own journey that we're embarking upon, and we're all the authors of those stories. So it's just, whether you feel like your life is worth documenting or not, like in 10 years, 15 years, 30 years, you're going to wish you could look back and actually see the process and the journey that you went through. So you have to start somewhere. And today's the day to start. Committing to getting an external hard drive for some reason makes it a little bit more real, because you're going to have to create the content to really fill that, that external hard drive up until you get the next one. But that's what it's about. So yeah, just want to give you a quick insight into what the channel is going to be about. And I want feedback on what people want me to discuss, or if anybody has questions, or even a perspective that we can discuss and talk about in my journey and your journey, and we could just have some fun with it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.